I'm back. This time I'm just on Joyful page. And, ooh, a little tippy there. I'm going to make the gummy worms this morning because I've had a bunch of people asking me how to do it. Yummy, because theirs didn't turn out right or whatever. So I thought I would do a how-to on my page, but I will give you a warning. I can't tell you what all the ingredients are because it's a copyrighted book and you have to have the book. So if you have the Trim Healthy Future is the book you want, and you definitely want because it's so awesome. And it's on page, it's these babies right here, on page 300. So I'm just gonna show, I've only made them once and they came out perfect. I don't know if they'll come out perfect on camera. Probably not because I'm on camera, but we're gonna wing it and see what happens. So it says to put all the dry ingredients. I just follow, the only way I get things to come out right is if I follow these ones. Like most recipes, I don't follow at all. I add, I take away, I do what I want. But things like gummies or brownies, like baked goods, if I am not real careful, they don't come out right. So, because they're science. It's gummy because of science. All right. So, I am going to make, hi Lucinda. Bonnie, you stalking me? It's okay. I like stalkers. I like a stalker's named Bonnie too. All right. My stomach's upset, I just realized, because I'm drinking that macchiato on an empty stomach. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So my stomach's going, whoa. Feed me. I will. But you guys are my priority this morning. All right. So let's do this. So I'm going to put all the dry ingredients in here. I'm not going to tell you what they are because you could go buy a cookbook yourself. Buy your own cookbook. You might figure it out. Let's see. All right. I think I have to get my little ninja out because if I remember right, don't I have to... Yes, I do. I need my ninja. Okay. You could make these. I'm going to make the strawberry kind because I like them. But you could use any, you could use plain whey protein in these and any freeze-dried fruit you wanted. Just wing it. You don't have to make them strawberry. I am going to make them strawberry though, because that's what I've got for freeze-dried fruit. I'm going to get my handy little Ninja Express chopper out here. I keep thinking I hear people drive into the yard. Nope, I'm just hearing things. All right, so a 1/4 cup. So freeze-dried strawberries, if I remember right, that's right, measure after you grind it. So make sure you're not measuring out a 1/4 cup of your freeze-dried berries and then grinding them. You want to grind them and then measure a 1/4 cup, which it should be the same. Logic would tell you it's the same, but it's probably not. I'll put that in there and then I'll make sure it's a 1/4 cup when I'm done. If you don't have this little tool in your kitchen, go get one. I love this thing. If you don't have it, you tell me if you want it, and I will give you the affiliate link because this baby, I love this thing. It's the best little tool for these little quick jobs. All right. So, dang. I'm choking to death this morning on all kinds of powders. See? That was way more than a 1/4 cup of berries, and look. I didn't even get close. Not even close. Catherine, these are from Target, and they're falling all over the counter. They're from Target. They have them in all different kinds of flavors. If you wanted to do pineapple or something and make an E version of these, you dummy. Don't. Oy. how-to video by KJ. Just like that. Oh my word. Hot mess express. They do well, they come out kind of square, Lori. Oh, I didn't do that enough. I need to wear a mask when I'm doing this. Somebody get my 90s came in 95 please. Whew. This stuff's dangerous. Holy Hannah. All right. Now I'm gonna have way more than I need. Let's do this like an adult, shall we? Nope, perfect. See, that was almost a cup of berries to get that. Oh, 3/4 of a cup. Anyway, I'm breathing it up my nose. I'm choking to death. I'm dying. All right, now we need our sweetener. My kitchen is a wreck just from making a cup of coffee and some peanut butter bars. It's a wreck. All right, this one's got a couple of sweeteners in it. Another sweetener. This citric acid is what makes them sour and what makes them last like quite a long time. Mine lasted in the fridge quite a long time. First you dump it in and out, and then you dump it in. Right, that's right, you dump it right in, you dump it right out. That was not a good song, all right. Citric acid, that makes it tart. But again, I think, like I said, that's what makes it last long too, because it's a preservative. Okay. So you add everything in except you did the important part of THM recipes, if you ask me, is you need to read ahead. You need to read the whole recipe before you start cooking. I have learned that is very important. You need to finish reading the whole thing before you start mixing, because oh my goodness. Gummy worms may be hazardous to your health. If you don't read ahead, you're gonna screw it up. So this is how I like to incorporate all of my ingredients together. I put them in a slotted wooden spoon and just shake, and see, it comes down through the slots and it mixes it together finely. Look at that, look at the dust. Everything in my kitchen is going to be covered with tart citric acid. But look, now it's all perfectly incorporated together. But I think the Trim Healthy cookbooks, it's very important to read ahead, because they shock you. All of a sudden at the end, it'll say, add all the liquid ingredients. And then all of a sudden at the end, it'll say, use the reserved 1/4 cup. And you're like, wait, I didn't reserve a 1/4 cup. You need to read the whole ingredient, the whole recipe before you start cooking. All right. So now I need to heat my water. Okay, let me bring it over to the kitchen. Over to the stove. Let's bring you over here. Thanks, Faith. It's the Old Navy. It's from the Nave. I have a couple of them. I like them. I like stripes. Oh my gosh, I literally don't have hardly anything clean now, because I've gone through making that peanut butter bars and that macchiato. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 measuring cups to make a macchiato. That's pretty bad. A macchiato and some peanut butter bars. All right, how much water we got? Let's bring this over here. read the ingredients. Gonna follow my instructions. Heat water just until your important thickeners dissolve. And they are, I need my whisk. I gotta have a clean whisk. My other whisk has got really sticky stuff on it. It needs to go through the dishwasher. All right. I gotta read this very carefully. It tells me that I can use extract, but it doesn't tell me where to add them. It doesn't tell me when to add them. So, 1.5 teaspoons of extract. I'm reading through heat water. It does not tell me where to add the extract, so I'm going to add it to my water because that feels right. I'm going to put, do I have strawberry extract? I don't think that I do. I could use cherry though. I think cherry would be good with the strawberry. With the strawberries, let's do it and see what happens. Why not? I'm going to add the extract. You're not even looking at my stove, for crying out loud. All right, I'm going to use cherry extract. I think it's going to be delicious. All right. So then you add your thickeners, and you want to whisk them as you add them and heat the pan. I'm trying. I want to make sure I read ahead. Make sure I don't. Whoop. So I'm not gonna, it doesn't say, I'm not boiling this. It's been a few weeks, can you tell? I have to really, okay, well, my super sweet is gone. Oh my God, my super sweet. Nobody watch what I'm doing right now. Oh my word, I can't believe that just happened. Bear with me for a moment. Un momento. As I clean up this mess, my floor is covered. Hold on, I gotta get a broom. Oh my word. Oh, you guys. This is because I said I was gonna have a day of rest. That's why. That's why that happened. Because I said I was going to relax today. So this is what happens when a woman wants to relax. Oh my gosh. That is going to be in places it doesn't belong for days. If you could see, well, you can see here on camera. Look at my floor is covered. Look, I don't even know if you can tell. It is. This I won't be eating because this is covered in dog hair down here. Oh man, what a mess. I'm gonna have to vacuum because I will never get all of that. Oh, it's way over here. Holy Moses. See how easy it is to make gummy worms? Simple, easy peasy. Goodness gracious. All right, well, there is my super sweet. Goodbye, super sweet. You were loved. Oh, man. I gotta wash my hands. Goodness gracious. It even knocked my hair out of my clip so that my hair is hanging in my face now. I can't believe that just happened. I mean, really, I don't know why I'm that shocked. It's pretty much story of my life. Oh my word. All right, and we're back. That was terrible. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, I'm on camera and I just dropped my sweetener all over the kitchen. That's all. Oh, yes, hold please. What do you need?
Just that detailer and try that.
Okay, I gotta give my husband something real quick. All right, it's sweetener. That's what's all over it. Like, what's all over this? Well, that would be super sweet. It's what's all over the entire kitchen. And he just told me somebody's coming over to visit, so now I get to make something else. So, day of rest. Out the door. All right. Okay, let's try this again. What was I even getting? Look, it landed on my thing that had a crack in it, and it cracked it all the way to the top. This thing is going to hit the top and explode one of these days. I need to get a new container. She's not doing well. Okay. Where was I? It's all through my book. It's in my hair. I can feel it in my hair. I wasn't even getting the super sweet out, you guys. I was going for the gelatin. That's what's even sadder. That's what's even sadder. Oh, man. What a way to start a Monday. Okay. So, you have to... Okay, let's heat up the water. Let's do this right. It's gonna heat that sweetener. Burn it. I gotta blow it away from the flames. Honestly, it should have worked. It'd been an easier day if I had just worked. I'm starting to sweat. I can't believe that just happened. I got super sweet, you guys, all through my xanthan gum. I gotta try to get this little bit here out so that... What a hot mess I am. I'm telling you. And it's amazing that any of my food comes out good at all. You're right, Jessica. It is a Jesus take the wheel kind of a day. I thought it was going okay. I got a case of the Mondays. And I usually like the Mondays. Man, Monday don't like me today. Half a teaspoon. All right. We're ready now. We're rolling. So, it says heat water. Gotta heat it first. You want to heat it first. This is legit real life cooking. I mean, if I had made this video and then just shared with you, you wouldn't have seen that mess. My floor is all grainy. Oh. All right. Pull it together. It's been one of those days. All right, so my water's heating. It's hot, I can tell. So I'm gonna put in my gelatin, and every time I put it in, I'm gonna whisk it because I do not want chunky gelatin. So I whisk it good after each addition. And I lower my heat. Put your heat on low. You don't want to blister them. But after this point, you want to move relatively fast. You don't want to let it sit there and get chunky. You need to whisk, 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 whisk. I can't talk and whisk at the same time, clearly. my xanthan gum. I need an actual measuring. This one, you really gotta whisk this stuff. Whoa, left-handed. Can't whisk left-handed. Alright, that's important. If you don't whisk it, and I still have chunks, I still have lumps, and that's okay. Whisk until they have dissolved. And if they don't dissolve, it's okay, because I'm going to show you what I do. Because there's a chance there's still going to be some chunks. And I really don't like, let me shut my heat off. I don't really like chunks in my gummy worms. I mean, who does? Does any chunks, if they were like something good, but I don't want chunks of gelatin. And I was going to strain it. So what I was going to do, and you know what? I can just do it. No, I'm not gonna. No, Cindy, Sebastian's been staying away from me because the other day I pulled a steamer out of my microwave with boiling water in it and poured it all over his head by accident. So ever since that happened, he's been staying away from the stove for the most part. I have to call him over, and so he's staying away from me, fortunately. So he didn't get anywhere in it. So what I was going to do was pour that through a mesh strainer, but I don't need to. It's very thin. So you just got to whisk the heck out of it. And then it says this is where you can add some optional food coloring if you want, and I'm going to add pink. No, it's not all natural. That's okay. You go buy the all natural kind if that's what you want, girl, but I don't care. I'm not that concerned about a little dibby dab of chemical-laden hot pink coloring. That's just my personal opinion. You don't even worry about it. You go ahead and buy your natural stuff. It's all right. All right. Pour the hot liquid into the bowl with the dry ingredients and stir well. All right. So let me bring it back over here. I've got my dry ingredients. I've got my hot pink gelatin mix. And I'm going to stir it well. I'm going to use my whisk for this too. Like this, I think this is what's important about this recipe is that you move quickly. After you start getting things hot, nothing should be sitting. It's important to keep it moving because if you stop, it's when it gets chunky. Let me look at my book. Yeah. This is when I'm going to lay it out, which I should have had my cookie sheet already, and I didn't. Yes, Meredith, it is Pioneer Woman. It's missing all the paint on the outside. There we go. So, and you can tell it's like gummy, gluey. So don't let it sit for very long. Have your pan ready ahead of time. Unless you're like KJ and you don't do that. Is it parchment or wax? Parchment. Okay. Get me a spatula. All right. Yes, Michelle, I'm making the gummies. Yeah, no, they don't last well, Meredith. You know what's funny about those pans is when I first got them years ago, I had another set just like them. Let me push this back so you guys can see. And they lost their color the first time I put them in the dishwasher, and I emailed the company and they didn't respond to me. So I found Pioneer Woman's email address and I emailed her directly, and she called me and then she emailed me and she told me that she was going to send me herself a brand new set of her pans, and she did. But they still lost their color, but that's okay. They sat in my basement for 2 years, so I need a new set though. But my mom and dad brought me saute pans, and that's what I use more often than pots anyway. So, all right. So I just spread it out. This will, all these lines will kind of settle out when they're in the fridge. If you want them fat and thick, then don't spread it out as much. They'll take longer to sit, but they are kind of challenging to spread out, but I mean, they're not that bad. You just don't want any areas that's too super duper thin, because then it won't it won't be a worm. And we're going for worms up in here. These will settle in the pan some, like I said, and those lines will go away. All right, like this thin piece over here will be nothing because I gotta get it off my, ooh, it's sticky. See, it's very sticky and gummy. Tastes like liquid gummy worms, imagine that. Yes, I'm serious, Meredith. I don't know what you're asking me if I'm serious about, but I'm totally serious. Dead serious. I don't know what you're asking me about. All right. Oh, you're talking about, I bet you're talking about Pioneer Woman. Yeah. She's a nice lady. This was a few years ago before she became, you know, Michael Jackson level celebrity. All right. Now we put this in the fridge, right? Yep. Okay. Now we have to put it in the fridge for 15 minutes. So here's the question. Do you want to stand here and stare at me for 15 minutes? While these sit in my fridge? You know what? Let's put them outside. I bet it'll be even quicker. Let's do it. Sit them right up there on the deck. All right, let's set a timer for 10 minutes. I bet they'll be done in 10 minutes. I'll stay on here and you can all stare. We'll talk, make something else for us while we wait. I've already made a macchiato this morning. So good. I made peanut butter bars. And now I've made gummy worms. I don't know what else to make. I don't know. I'm not even really that hungry. You can do a soft shoe in the spilled. You totally can hear it. I do have confetti coming over. Maybe I should clean up and we'll just chit chat. Funny. Let's weigh the lost super sweet according to the temple sugar. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh man, I laughed too hard this morning. My stomach is actually lame. I've laughed so hard. Oh my gosh. So the peanut butter bars, I just did a video on. So I don't want to get out of the super sweet. Go. I don't want to duplicate the videos. So Julie, I just did I just made this macchiato on video over on the THM page. I will be sharing the video here shortly after I get it uploaded to the tube. I will share it on this page too. So if you haven't seen it over there, you'll see it here. Have you eaten yet today? No, Bonnie, I haven't. I'm not hungry. I ate those miracle noodles last night. I was gonna show you a package if I have them. They made me feel so full. This is the miracle rice. It's that shirataki stuff, but it doesn't taste like the other kinds I've had. This has no flavor. It's not chewy. It's really fantastic. And I'm still full from supper. I made that last night at 6 o'clock and I'm still full. This is Good Girl Moonshine chapstick. No, Kayla, there is no weird smell. Like all the other shirataki noodles that I've tried, the konjac stuff, even the Trim Healthy, I liked them. But even those, when you open the bag, smell like straight up fish. These don't. They have no fishy smell whatsoever. What's a good grocery store gelatin if I don't have THM? Knox, Knox. Knox plain gelatin, I think, would do the same exact thing. Dawn, this is the first one I've ever had. Man, I ordered that, and I ordered the cleansing milk in the unscented because the orange one, I like it, but I don't think my skin likes it. And I ordered the extra mild stuff, the extra mild face cream, and I put that on last night. I always put the fountain on in the morning, and I put on the extra mild last night. My skin feels like a straight up newborn baby's bottom. That extra mild might be the winner in my house. Crystal, with the noodles, I did half a serving of Dreamfields pasta with a bunch of the noodles, so it made a huge plate of pasta. And I added just spaghetti sauce and hamburger. It was just regular old spaghetti. I put some, I put a drizzle of Alfredo sauce on it because I like Alfredo mixed with my regular spaghetti. It's weird. Creamy spaghetti sauce. I like it. Yes, Bonnie, butt face. I'm a butt face. It's better than being a butt head, right? I get a little leftover powder in there, not much though. And that stuff, fair warning, if you grind up those strawberries, they will stain everything that they come in contact with. Everything. Probably all over my elbows of my shirt, but that's okay. My shirt's stained anyway. Oh. You guys can all stand here and watch me load my dishwasher because that's uber exciting. There's 5 minutes left on the timer. So it shouldn't be, hopefully they'll be done in the 10 minutes because outside it's much colder than in the fridge. You burping on camera? Is that all right? Just let out a big belch down the hall.
Doesn't sound like it in my head.
Just don't let anything out the other end, okay, while I'm on camera.
You had to clear me, didn't you? Was it loud?
Yes, it was loud.
I didn't hear anything in my head. I think I'm gonna burp.
Oh, my cooking videos are nothing if not professional. Carolyn, I just bought this dishwasher and I really like it. When I first got it, I wasn't a big fan of the top shelf. I felt like I wasn't ever gonna use it, but I ended up using it way more than I ever expected, and I really do like it a lot. This one is I think it's an LG. Yeah, it's an LG. It's got the special kind of motor or something. I don't know. Direct drive something. I don't know. Yes, Dawn, I totally agree. That sponge is the best thing. It's the best thing. I have the orange silk too, Ashley, and I have the lavender. I like the lavender. The orange silk is really good, but my face tends to be partially greasy and partially dry. So it's not the greatest for my face, but I know it works for a lot of people. The super sensitive one I think is going to be the winner for me. Tell us how you met your Valentine. I met him at the Irvin. We were introduced at the Irving Big Stop, and we had coffee, and we met at a truck stop. Met my honey at a truck stop. That sounds like a country song. Met my darling at a truck stop.
Tell him at first the big chaw of tobacco, and my mom turned you off, but you got used to it.
He was a firefighter, wearing that firefighter uniform. Got me all interested. Anyway, he was 34 and I was 17. No, wait, 32. What? 31. And we fell in love. Oh, you're right, Cindy. The good, the bad, and the ugly for sure. Not him. They were talking about, we just spilled my sweetener all over the floor. You've never seen one of these, Julie? It's just a third skinny rack, and you can put your spatulas, and I like it. Yeah, I use it for like spatulas, and I use it for these little, measuring cups. The shallow ones. I can't use them for much thicker. I'm gonna be done in probably 15 minutes. I'm waiting for my Gummy Worms to solidify. What do you need? Just, I'll turn over here. So there.
No, you won't, 'cause you'll turn it.
No, I won't. I won't turn it at you if he doesn't want to be on camera. We have been married 20 years. Nope, 22 years. How many? 21.
22 in August.
Be 22 in August. We've been married 22 years. We have been together 25 years this month, last month, right? 25. 1996. 25 years. We were together 25 years, January 21st.
Took her 4 years to back me into a corner.
Did you hear that? He said it took me 4 years to back him into a corner. Wash your hands. I swear, I promise. I'll cross my heart. I will not. I'm turned this way. They can't see you. I won't put you on camera. He doesn't. I won't. Go ahead. I promise. Cross my heart.
Don't trust you.
He doesn't trust me. All right. I'll stay right here then. The timer's got 33 seconds, and I'm going to go check my gummies and see how they are. We were married 8 years before our girl was born. So
Took her 8 years to back me into a corner.
took me 8 more years to back him into that corner. Oh yeah, it's a long time. We've been together longer than I was. No, I'm saying that's how long we've been together. We've been together longer than I was not together. That's awesome. We just celebrated 22. So you were together 5 days before you got married, Susan? Is that what you're saying? KJ's only 30. Yeah, right. She's going to be 40.
They probably.
How old am I going to be this year? 43
I can hear them.
this year.
Is he on it registry?
Oh, stop it. All right.
They turned it.
They're perfect. They're perfect. So, see this?
It looks like salt water.
It looks like skin. If it looks like skin,
It looks like salt water.
it's perfect. It's Gummy Worms.
I don't see the worms.
Well, I haven't made the worms yet. All right, so the next step is... Tony, nobody's going to see you, I promise. Wash your hands, dear one. Nobody can see you. It's pointed right at the window. Oh my gosh. All right, let me get my cookbook.
It's so healthy if you turn it.
I won't. I promise you I won't. So, next step is we got to cut these babies. All right. So this is where I see a lot of these on, no, I didn't. Nobody is going to see you. Stop. I see a lot of these people cut really wide and then they're like, they're too flat. Well, that's because, see, somebody just said they can't see you. That's because you're cutting them too wide. Cut them more narrow. Duh. All right, so I'm gonna cut them. You can cut them lengthways if you want them shorter, or, you know, I'm gonna cut them this way because I want them long. And I'm gonna get rid of the end pieces.
More like gummy strips instead of gummy worms.
What is that noise? Oh. Our daughter got up. I was like, what is that sound? Coming from the other room. It sounded like, yeah, I thought something was burning. It's the water running. All right. Yes, I'm going to waste those little end pieces because I don't need to, but I've got so much gummy here. It's okay. It's okay. Good morning, dear one. All right. I am going to slice these skinny. Skinny, skinny. Like worms. See? Skinny, skinny. They cut super easy. They only take a second. There's no real effort to this at all. If you're trying to do this with a knife, well, may the odds be ever in your favor. It's not going to work. You need a pizza cutter. Whoop, that one got too wide. I don't like them. I like them when they're skinny, like real, like, what are those? Marin, what's that candy that's long and skinny that I like? that's like, no, not sweet tart ropes. They're
Gummy Worms?
the sour, I don't know, but they're not flat. They're real skinny like this. They're like straws, sour straws.
Sour straws.
Can you roll it up and cut it? Sure. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Why not? Let's do it. Let's take a piece off and do it and see what happens. That might be a good idea. Let's see what happens. Let's roll it up. And then cut it.
You want me on camera?
Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, someone out there is a straight up genius. Look at that. That totally worked. That totally worked. Let's do it with the rest of them because that was much faster.
I thought you were going to do
The fruit roll-ups? No. No, I do. If you guys haven't made the fruit roll-ups, those are really good too. Actually, I was going to do this with the whole thing, but I think it might be more effort than it's worth. Unrolling all these worms. I think I'm going to keep on keeping on here. Get them done this way.
Don't cut yourself.
I'm not going to cut myself. Don't you worry.
What do you want?
Why don't you go out, turn a little bit, and come back?
Well, I could, but I'm not very talented at going backwards, just like when I'm trying to drive a car backwards. I can't do it very well.
I gotta be honest, you're not great both ways. It's the whole minivan thing.
I drive a minivan, and therefore I am not good at driving. I drove great until I bought the minivan, and then I forgot how to drive.
I thought that was physical surgery.
It's
No offense to
it's a
those
sin-
who drive minivan.
It's a syndrome. It just occurs naturally. You can't help it. It's the minivan syndrome.
Or drivers.
If you don't believe me, drive behind one sometime.
Or all drivers' disease.
Did you just say old driver's disease? She just said I have old driver's disease. Bonnie says, look, Tony, if you're going to comment, we need to see you. Not happening, he says. He doesn't like to be seen on camera. He doesn't want anybody to see his awesome beard.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful beard, and I love it very, very much. And he doesn't want anybody to see it.
Come on, Daddy, show
Not
us.
happening.
So this is, it starts to get sticky, and then they start to break. So I'm going to wash this off real quick.
We chopped the head off one of them.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Just give it a little wash halfway through because it's sticky, it starts to get on there, and then, yeah. Hashtag show the Tony. I think the new cookbook is my fave. I gotta say, Michelle, whoops, that one was short. I like a lot of the recipes out of Trim Healthy Future. My favorite still remains Trim Healthy Table. I just think it's a great cookbook. I do love Trim Healthy Future a lot. There are some really fantastic recipes in there. Really good. Very creative ideas that a lot of the recipes in there have given me ideas for different recipes that I wouldn't have thought of without that cookbook. All right, there we go. Got them. So then all you do, you got to just take a bowl, take your bowl. I'm not going to use that one because it's dirty. And you're going to mix your sweeteners that they tell ya. This calls, last time I made these, I did them with super sweet. Shannon Walker. I literally have too much to do. I'm watching you make gummy worms. Shannon, for today, you were my favorite twin. All right. The last time I made these, I made them with super sweet and they were really good, but it calls for erythritol, and I'm going to use erythritol this time. You can use a lot or you can use a little depending on how sweet you want these. I like them more sour than I do sweet. I prefer them to be. All right, citric acid. This is what makes them sour.
The green chicken sandwich you guys got me.
Okay. whole bunch of citric acid. If you like them really sour, put more in there. Mix it up and then just drop the gummy worms in. You don't have to worry about them sticking because once they start mixing up in there, they'll be all good. They'll be all good.
Those are gummy worms?
These are gummy worms. You gonna try one?
I'll try a tiny piece.
You a tiny piece. She'll lick the end of one. That's what it means when she says she'll taste. When she says she'll taste the Trim Healthy
I'm still
stuff.
tasting it already.
See how easy these were though? I mean, I don't think they were that hard. They took me longer on camera just because I'm running my face. So easy peasy. Okay, there they are. Yes, Jessica, that's where I get my citric acid. Bonnie, stop it. You don't like all the sound of metal on metal in my house? Does that bother you, Bonnie? Does that bother you?
Here's something really wrong.
Oh, no, on camera.
You want to come over here
Sure.
and give a gummy worm a try?
Just,
That's it. If you leave these sitting out on your counter, they're going to melt. Put them in a bag and stick them in your fridge. All right.
warning to the fans, I look messy because I
The
just
fans,
woke
come
up.
over here. Try. I want you to eat the gummy worm.
A whole one?
Eat it.
That's not bad. That's actually good.
Look at that. We have a winner. We have a winner. Mm.
Ooh, really sour though.
They're extra sour this time, which is just how I like them. Woo! They're really sour.
I like sour things.
Add a little extra erythritol. Look at that. Do you want to try a gummy worm?
Hmm.
Yes. Woo!
It tastes like the homemade ones I made once.
I think I'm going to add a little bit extra erythritol.
What's the name of that sweetener you guys use?
We use erythritol. We use stevia.
It wasn't for that.
This doesn't have stevia in it, does it?
Erythritol's bad for dogs, right?
Well,
No.
there's a few things.
All right, there we go. Easy peasy. Look at that. They look just like
See if the dog will eat one.
actual candy. Look.
See if the dog will eat one. I bet he spits it out.
Can I?
How perfect are they?
Can I?
The dog will eat a gummy worm.
The dog would eat his own, you know what?
Yes, the dog would eat his own butthole. It's okay.
Easy. Good boy.
He didn't spit it out.
Laugh, he did.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so there we go. Gummy worms.
You should go on.
So
you
see,
guys.
they were my husband or the dog.
What? What?
He won't eat stevia at all.
The dog likes it, Mom.
I know. The dog likes anything. And there's no
Except
xylitol in it.
Except
I've
Jello
seen-
and shrimp.
Karen, I've seen the dog eat his own poop.
Okay, you guys, let's stop talking about dogs eating poop on camera. Nobody wants. So this is Trim Healthy Future, Ashley. It's in Trim Healthy Future. It's on page 300. And you can make any flavor you want. If you do a flavor like pineapple or something, they would be an E. But these are a fuel pull. So you can eat these whenever. They're a great snack. And there's tons of protein with all that gelatin in there.
Mom, if
They're-
if I wanted some, could I have some?
You can have some anytime you want, dear.
Thanks.
Anytime. You can eat the whole bowl.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Hashtag,
Like
shut
it-
up, Tony.
I mean, probably not the
Here's
whole.
the stevia comment.
Probably not the whole bowl in one sitting, but maybe.
Who said that?
That's Bonnie. Who said that? Yeah, lemon would be really good. Do they make? Can you buy freeze-dried lemons? Because you could make these lemon flavor. But I should go look and see what kind of freeze-dried fruit I can get to make these with. Because they would be really good with blueberry, I think. And if there's blackberries or... Anyway, that's it. Put them in your fridge because they will melt sitting out on your counter. But there you go. Gummy worms. Whoops. Gummy
They're
worms.
getting slimy.
No, they're not slimy. It just broke in half.
It's sweet dog.
So,
literally
all right.
follows me in my room.
Not as intimidating as you probably thought they were. I know a lot of people thought they were really hard to make. They're stupid easy. So, all right, that's it. I'll upload this on YouTube in case you want to go watch it again, because you love to watch me make gummies so much, because the first time was so riveting. All right, guys, I love you all. Have a beautiful Monday. Stay on plan. You have gummy worms to eat. There's no reason to go off plan when you have gummy worms. So, all right, I love you all. Have a great day.